So those of you who don't know the story, I'll give you the story real quick. I'm sitting in my living room, and Maria started talking to me about the Golden Girls. Rose was not going to be, the Rose character wasn't going to make it out the year. And she said she wasn't going to make the year out through, and she wasn't going, and I got the sense she had a birthday come up that she wasn't going to make. But then Maria said she was going to go out in a bang. Well, now the bang is totally making sense to me because everybody's blowing her up.
Yeah.
So. Going on at first is I'm sitting there doing like typing and doing some work, and I looked over because Maxie wasn't beside me anymore, and I'm like, where'd he go? He's staring at beside the tree, not directly at the tree, but beside the tree, and I look up to where he's looking, and there's Rose from Golden Girls. Oh, first she was like messing with Maxie, like doing like googling noises and stuff to him. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute. She said, I heard about your little show. And I'm like, little show? What is she talking about? And then Maria popped in, you know, the Moon and Maria show that, like, she put me at my desk and me taking notes. I'm like, oh, that show. I go, the Moon and Maria show. And she said, yes, I heard about your little show. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of cool. She said something along the lines, I can't get the exact words, but it was something along the lines of, I would like to come join the show, or I would like to come, the lights just blinked. The lights that I hear just blinked. I would like to come to the show or something like that. And I said, well, our next one's Tuesday. And she said, call on me and I will come. The whole time we've been waiting for today to happen, she's been popping in and out and kind of showing me stuff that I didn't have to like wait to get it from her. The number 22, the number 78, which is weird because that's Christina's birth date and year. She showed me the name Alan, and then there's a Martha. But I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to let me know if you know who these people are to her, because I don't know her, I don't know her life. She did give me a sense that she didn't pass away where she wanted to. She wanted to pass away in another house. And when she brings up the other house, I get this guy's name Alan around her.
That was her husband.
That was her husband. Okay. And now here's my question. Was that her only husband?
No. But that was...
Okay, now question before you go on. Was there three?
Yes.
Okay, there's three husbands.
Yes.
Okay, so which one's Alan then?
Well, there was two of them. There was an Alan Ludden.
Okay.
And Elaine Allen.
I'm getting the first one you said.
Alan Ludden, that was her last husband.
Okay, who's Martha? That's who I'm trying to get at. I feel like that's like a step down from the family. So it'd be somebody between maybe her and Alan, or maybe somebody from Alan. Like, it's almost like when you look at a family tree, there's a branch off.
Right.
And Martha's off a branch off. And I don't want to look at any comments because I don't want to get tainted. So 3 husbands, and then I feel like there's 3 branching off from the 3 husbands somehow.
She was born in 1922.
Oh, that's the 22. Okay.
Martha is her stepdaughter.
Wait, what is it?
Martha was her stepdaughter.
To Alan?
Yes.
I keep seeing yellow with a house. I can't tell if it's the one she passed in or the one she wanted to be in. Okay, here's my question. If you're a celebrity, why would you be forced to be in a place that you didn't want to pass in? That makes no sense to me. I mean, because if you have money, why wouldn't you go to the place you want to pass in? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay, she just said it was the place where Alan and her dwelled, and that's where she wanted to be.
Well,
Which house is that, though?
that's the LA home.
I don't know what that means, though.
The Los Angeles house.
Yeah.
These movie stores have a couple different
Okay,
houses.
but is it the house she passed in or the house she wanted to be in?
Don't know. Okay. She lived in the last few years in her 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom Brentwood home in West Los Angeles. That was the LA home.
Okay, so is that the one she wanted to be in?
That was the one that she was last in.
The one with the yellow shutters?
Oh, if she would have had it her way, she would have remained in the home she built with her husband. They built that house in 78.
Okay. Built the house in 78.
For some reason, I felt William Shatner come over me. Right. Which happened.
Oh, I wish I could say
If someone...
Oh, okay, yes. She died in the house with the with the yellow shutters.
Okay.
But the Carmel home is the one she wished she would have. That's the one she built with her last husband.
Okay. Is there any way we can find out if she had any left shoulder pain, or was there an injury to her left shoulder at any point? She does keep showing me a tan little dog with almost looks like he has chocolate dark pieces to him, but I'm not getting that he's fully all dark chocolate, just pieces of him. Yeah, she's showing me like this really like deep bright red, and she comes back to this like, I don't want to say it's mustard yellow, but it's like a golden yellow. I want to say it's like a suit or some kind of fabric. Is there any way you can look up this Alan and see if he was wearing a suit?
One of the pictures.
Yeah, maybe possibly had red and golden yellow in it. Like maybe his bow tie or something. I'm getting congestive heart failure, trouble breathing, and passed in sleep. Her Alan finally came to get her, is what I'm getting.
Oh boy, what did you hear what I read? Saw.
Okay, so all I see is trouble breathing because I'm laying, somebody stuffs a third pillow behind me. I'm laying on the right side of the bed. It seems like it's a bigger bed. I'm seeing what looks like mauve and navy blue, maybe in this blanket that's on me. And then I fall asleep, and the next thing I know, there's a hand like going like this, and all of a sudden a light shines bright onto this man who's reaching out for her, and she just gets really excited. Her big smile shows up, and she went from old to young, and her skin got smoother, her hair got crisper and shinier and swirly, like down her shoulder. It's almost like she shape-shifted into an older, younger version of herself. I'm getting something in my veins to help me calm the breathing and to sleep. And then the next thing I know, I see this Alan guy, and I'm already on the other side. So that to me is passing in sleep. Am I off? Am I way off? Am I wrong?
Can you read it? What it says?
Because usually with celebrities, it's usually like dramatic, like they overdosed in the elevator. Something dramatic.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, go.
It was reported that she had called out for her husband, and then the minute she called out for her husband, she died peacefully in her sleep. She just went to sleep.
So he was there.
So she was literally sleeping, and she died peacefully in her sleep.
Yeah, he reached out for her. She got real smiley.
And she yelled his name out, and then she died.
So nothing in there about like congestive heart. Well, I guess.
Nope, nothing.
Okay. And I was like, it doesn't seem like her color scheme.
Right.
Almost looks masculine. Okay, now she's showing me her hand, and there's a ring on it. Left hand is never removed, but then after passing, it was removed. Passed down, but I don't know who it's passed down to. I almost feel like it wasn't like gaudy, dainty, or delicate. Ask Betty about the bear. Oh dear God. Was she ever around real bears? Like real ones? Like big fucking giant, big, burly
I
bear.
would probably say her love of animals at zoos. I'm sure she was. Yeah.
Somebody asked me to ask her about the bear. When I looked up, she was hugging a. It's not a fake bear. Like, it's not a stuffed shit.
That wouldn't surprise me because of her love of animals.
He goes past the damn window. Did she train with him or something? Like, how did they get a bear to hug her?
I don't know.
Unless he was like, was he an actor bear? Like, maybe he was an actor bear. Like, maybe he was like on the show or something. Is there an episode with a bear on it?
But she dealt with the animals all the time.
Well, where was this at?
I don't know.
Oh my god, this bear is like all about her.
I say it's possible.
Oh, it's a grizzly. It's not even a. That's why he's so big. Like, he's not even a normal bear. He's a big bear.
He's grizzly.
She is hugging a bear, like a teddy bear. But when I looked up, she was hugging a real bear. Like, that was
right,
a little.
those pictures. She had a love of animals, so yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
How did they get this bear to be like this with her?
They probably have it tamed from the time it was a cub.
There's a difference between a bear being all like, oh, hi, what's up? This bear is like leaning on her like they're married. She just said, oh, Maria says you have cards. And then I'm sitting here going, is she into this? She said, get the cards, get the cards. She wants to pick them.
Does she?
Yeah, I'm gonna let her pick. I'm gonna be very interested. We need more cards. These aren't going to be the cards for her. All right, we'll start out with these, Betty, and then we'll move on if you don't like them. Oh, she wants this one. That's why she liked the stack, because it has cats on it. Okay. Betty, you gotta stop walking through me. The reason she picked 9 was she's at an almost completion of her life. Even though she's in heaven, she still has to get to 10 to complete the cycle. From the very beginning of childhood, she liked to sow seeds, meaning she liked to start paths that would lead her to another path. She had a lot of wishes for her life, lots of wantings for her life that she felt she pulled in. But she said there was a lot of tears, a lot of joy, a lot of sadness that went along with it. Okay, so that's her past that she's reviewing. She said there's 3 cycles to get to the 10th. She's done with the first cycle, which was her life review, which she's going over this. This is her going over that. Okay, so this is her now, or this was her before she passed. I was more of a fire in my belly, but I still had a fire in my belly, but I went with the flow. She said she kind of calmed the ocean a little bit. But her main goal for her life was to inspire and encourage people to stand up for themselves, don't go along with the narrative. And I don't know why she keeps bringing up some black guy, how she stood up for a black guy and the agenda tried to get her. I don't know what that's about. Yvonne has no idea. I have no idea. I'll write it down though. But she said it wasn't going to change who she was or her continuing to stand up for him. And they're still persecuting her. She's in death. She's crossed over, and now she's all of a sudden a sex trafficker. Okay, whatever. Anybody sweet and nice, we gotta, nail them to a cross. Oh, dear God, they're so nice and gracious. We gotta persecute them. It's so ridiculous. Okay, so this was her fire in the belly, and her saying, I continue to still have that, but I did calm down a little bit. Her message in her final stage of her completion as a soul learning from this lifetime is that you are to follow your dreams, that if you see it, you can make it happen. Ground and center yourself in your own dreams and wishes. And make sure to do a daily cleanse of your body, mind, and soul. Because if you don't, you will be bogged down and you won't be able to get those dreams manifesting the way you want. This is her message, guys. She's giving us all a sign as a group, as a conscious group, okay? You guys are all a part of this, okay? She says she's going to come to us in a vision of sorts that will get us at the heart and skyrocket our amazement because she's going to come to some of you either as an eagle or as an owl. It could be anywhere, TV, song, like if they're talking about an eagle or they're singing about an eagle or an owl or something.
Any way, shape, or form of
Any
that.
way, shape, or form. If you see the owl or the eagle, you guys are to understand and know that that's her, just on the other side saying, hey. Hey. She's also saying it's a remembrance to believe in who you are. With the wings, fly high, and it'll take you places. Okay, so apparently she likes music. So I didn't know that about her, but a drum or a rain disc or singing bowls. If you come across any kind of like musical tones with that, with like rain in it, a rain disc, a drum. Okay, Deanna Richardson got her first one. Oh my God, I just looked up at my TV and there was a commercial with an owl on it. Probably some of you guys are gonna be like, well, how the hell is she gonna know me? It's gonna be very easy for you guys, okay? Spirit knows every single one of you. She knows every single one of you. She knows every one of your comments, every one of your thoughts. She's connected to all things all at once. So she can hear all of you guys. So if you just simply say, hey Betty, show me, I really wanna see it. Give her time, because some of your energies might be slower than others. Some, like Deanna's energy is like on it. So she was able to filter right through and give her a message. Some of you guys might take you a couple days till you see it. But be patient, she'll show it to you, okay? Allison Eccles said, I had the owl yesterday and the eagle was on my Facebook this morning. So she's already ahead of you guys. This message, she would have, see the thing is guys, the timeline will line up. She would have known all this was gonna happen in her time, and we're just basically playing catch up. She was dressed like an owl or bird also in the movie and Proposal with Sandra Bullock. I'll have to watch that. When it comes to accomplishments, she comes right back to animals. It always comes back to animals, and she didn't realize the capacity of what she did until she crossed, because there were so many animals that came up to her that she realized she helped. I'm gonna ask what her favorite decade was. Okay, she went right to the 60s. The movement of change was awe-inspiring, despite the clothes. Did she swear?
I'm sure she probably did.
She said closed-minded pricks. She felt that the 60s were a time of change. And she didn't like how things were going up until her death. She felt great change was coming. She didn't want to be here. She just wanted to go be with Alan, and birthday or not, she didn't care.
What was her favorite show or sitcom that she ever did?
See, I don't know those. No, see, that's the thing. I don't know those shows because I've never watched them. So she can't use anything in my dictionary. Okay, so I'm sure I can probably try to get some kind of closeness to something.
You don't have to. I mean, that's kind of
well,
vague,
there's like 3 that I keep seeing. There's like some kind of game show.
And her husband did a game show.
Oh. I keep seeing cards going up, and there's writing. And there's people are flipping these white cards. Then there's one where she's talking. I don't know who she's talking to. First lady of game shows. Oh. Looks like she's holding up a white thing. And that's what I put. People writing on white cards and flipping them.
Is that her?
Yeah. I didn't know what she was doing at first, but she's up there playing with those singing bowls. I think we're going to be saying goodnight to Betty here soon. Her energy is just starting to go down, but we'll bring her back. She wanted me to pull cards again.
She likes those cards.
She really does.
They're full of cards for her.
Okay. Oh, one more. Oh boy. You're very funny. Okay. Man, she brought up meditation twice. Maybe we should do like a meditation or something with her. Betty White's meditation day. Oh my God. When's her birthday? Oh, what's the 17th? I just heard 17.
January 17th.
Is that her birthday?
I think.
When's her birthday, guys? It's the 17th? Because as soon as I asked when her birthday was, she said 17. I don't know. Look it up. Let me know.
Yeah.
Her message before I let you guys go, unless you guys have questions for me after I'm done, is accept love, even when you feel like you don't deserve it or don't want it, I guess. Learn from life. Learn from your lessons. Don't linger. Ow, she is killing my shoulder. Don't linger in that energy, in the negativity of an energy. She's saying learn and live and let go. And that means tears of joy, tears of trauma, things like that. Her biggest thing was meditation. She said meditate on clarity when you get to these paths of having trouble with difficulty and trauma and tears and overcoming. And she said dig deep like a dog. See the dog in digging? She said dig deep in meditation and go with the flow with what your guides show you. She said I didn't realize, but I was listening to my guides and they got me pretty far. So if she can go far, so can you. That's what her message is. So if you guys took away anything tonight, take away that she's trying to teach you guys even now in the afterlife. Keep it sunny. Oh my God, I'm supposed to keep this for every show. Keep it sunny. That's her motto, keep it sunny. Like the sun, the yellow sun. So amazing. I hope that we picked up anything from Betty's voice. I don't know if this doesn't pick up too much, but this was a fun night. It went too fast from what I feel. It went a little too fast. Thank you, though, for joining and allowing her to have a voice and to speak with you guys. And that's it.